Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. And it's time for this Sunday's second speed duel deck. Now, as with the first, we are still going to be using the Energizing Elements skill card. And if you haven't seen the earlier deck, definitely finish this one first. And then go back and check out our wind variant for the Energizing Elements. Now, this will be the last of the 4 different attributes that can use this skill card. And then again, next week, I'm thinking something fun. I'm thinking light. Because again, this last weekend, we actually had the dark beatdown. And, kind of feels like an attributable bit. But real quick, let's go over the skill card for the last time. So, you can declare fire, water, earth, or wind. For this turn, monsters with the declared attribute gain 500 attack and lose 400 defense, and any battle damage they inflict is half. If you control no monsters of the declared attribute, flip this skill over. So again, it can reset itself. We're going to use it for like the game push, for the turn push, to just gain our advantage. Now, one of the things that this version of the deck is going to do very well is upset all of your friends. So if you were looking to upset your friends, today's video is for you. Now, and I know, I made the picture. It had a volcanic card. It had the rocket. But he's just here for muscle. The real win condition in today's deck is going to be the Raging Flame Sprite. Now, this card is like a really old strategy, and we're going to make it new today. So, effect. This card can attack directly. That's great. It's only got 100 hit point or 100 attack points, right? If it inflicts battle damage to the opponent by direct attack, it gains 1,000. So again, it don't really matter. We can get the extra punch off in the beginning, but the reason for the energizing elements will be if we have to have our other monsters have to have them attack through because something went wrong. The next card up, this is going to add a layer of consistency to this, is going to be 3 copies of UFO Turtle. Again, a lot of my decks, I try to feature at least one monster where if you had to, you could set and pass, because again, Speed Duel still hasn't caught up to the advanced game with the speed, which is fantastic. I hope it actually never does. But UFO Turtle is another attributable searcher, much like the Giant Rat. When destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, special summon 1, same attribute, fire, 1,500 or less attack from the deck in attack mode. So again, you run 3 of these. This can outrun your opponent's 3 attacks. You end the turn with the Raging Flame Sprite. No matter what, Raging Flame Sprite should be on your field at the end of the first or second turn. If not, something weird has happened. And then last monster, single copy Volcanic Rocket. He's just here for the power. He is a 1900, so he's going to remain unsearchable. We don't need his effect. He's just for stats. So again, those will be the 7 monster cards. It's the rest of this deck built around this Raging Flame Sprite that really makes it kick. So first up, 3 Books of Mu. I think you guys know that this is probably pretty much going to happen in like every deck. And again, for good reason. We do want to make sure that the Raging Flame Sprite doesn't die before it's fully powered up. Again, this is Speed Duel, guys. 4,000 hit points, not 8. It's going to take half the work to get this card to work. So Book of Moon, make sure that you don't fall into anything too obvious. 2 Cosmic Cyclones. We do want to take care of some back row. If you guys find room for the 3rd, let me know. This deck is built pretty tight, I think. Next up, 2 copies Hidden Armory. Because we are going to equip our Flame Sprite. So in order to do this, we need to make sure that, again, this is a turn where we've already followed up on the UFO Turtle. This way we didn't upset the You Cannot Normal Summoner set the turn you activate this. This would be something to do after the fact. So again, I am sort of banking on the UFO Turtle to get our Flame Sprite. If we don't do it that way, this might be the card that comes down to a single, and it will increase our Cosmic Cyclones there. Next up, last spell, 3 copies, United We Stand. Why 3? Well, guys, we want to make this burn hurt. And this is the second strongest technical when you're dealing with a single equipped spell. The single best equipment, I think, is the Bashing Shield. It adds a quick 1,000 to the Flame Sprite. So again, Flame Sprite would be able to just go ahead and push as 11 the first time, go up to 21, and then maybe you'd get another one in between the turns to finish the opponent off. In this case, it's going to be 800 per monster that we control. So again, the next turn when we summon somebody as backup, like the Rocket, it's actually going to have 1,600 bonus, plus it's 1,000. It gets insane. The numbers add up real quick, allowing Raging Flame Sprite to really help put the opponent's hit points to rest early. And then as far as your traps, get the Floodgate trap holes in there. Again, why did I go with the Floodgate? I want to make sure that the monsters that go face down stay face down. If it's a monster I cannot physically deal with, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Blader, things of this nature, I want to make sure that they can't come back up. I do not want the Raging Flame Sprite to get overpowered. The whole point of the deck is to let it get off 1 or 2 attacks and then boost it with equipment so that we can get in there for a direct attack for game. Again, the energizing elements helping our UFO turtles or our rocket sort of set into the field. A lot of decks not really using fire, so we don't have to worry about energizing elements giving them a bonus. Just a really cool concept altogether. That is the main deck. So real quick, I am going to take this off the field. So snap that screenshot or whatever you like, and we'll come right back with our extra and sideboards. All right, and as usual, these are going to be just about as generic as I always build them. I always put the strongest card in the game, the most technical, the biggest piercing, the best collapsing effect. Because again, if we can get this off in game 2, we can perfectly protect our sprite because our opponent can't play monsters. It's going to work well for us. And of course, Thousand Eyes Restrict, which is one of my favorite cards in general anyway. So again, these 6, pretty non-negotiable, especially when a deck doesn't really need an extra deck. These are my go-tos. In the side, I'm going to have my 3rd Cyclone for now. I'm also going to utilize all 3 copies of Lost Wind here. Again, once the sprite gets 1 or 2 attacks in, we should be home free. But should the opponent be playing something fusion-based, Lost Winds may be more advantageous for us. And then round it out with the 2 copies Waking the Dragon. So again, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this. If you have, do consider subscribing to the channel, like, comment, share with your friends. All of these things will help us grow. Maybe check out my other channel, Casual Duelist Gaming, where I play video games and talk to myself. Kind of fun. And when we do get into the Skyrim, it should be uploaded today as well. We are going to try our best to just damage the game as much as possible. And it should be pretty amusing. So I do hope that you guys take a couple seconds, maybe check that out. There might be some games on there that you enjoy. So maybe you want to see how I play them. Maybe you don't. It's fine. Regardless of what you guys do today, do me one favor. Go out, do something for yourself. Finish out your weekend strong and enjoy it. And I hope to see you guys again next time, either here or there, or maybe even both. But until then, see you later, my friends. Peace.